Hello, this is Country Coder here, and welcome to my PetStore project walkthrough. This application leverages Spring Boot, Spring Data JPA, and Maven to manage a comprehensive pet store database. In previous stages, I set up the basic project structure, defined database tables with JPA annotations, and implemented initial CRUD operations for the pet store entities. This week, I've expanded the functionality to include employee and customer management, along with remaining CRUD operations for pet stores. I've organized the project into three distinct layers: the controller, service, and data access layers. The controller layer provides RESTful endpoints and manages HTTP requests and responses. The service layer encapsulates the business logic, translating between data transfer objects, or DTOs, and entity models, as well as handling relationships between entities. The data access layer employs Spring Data JPA repositories to interact directly with the database. Specifically, the pet store entity has a one-to-many relationship with employees and many-to-many relationship with customers. Using JPA annotation and cascade settings ensures that deleting a pet store removes associated employee records and updates customer associations without deleting the customer records themselves. First, let's explore adding an employee to the pet store. A POST request is sent to the endpoint. The request includes a JSON payload representing an employee. The controller forwards this request to the services layer's SaveEmployee method. Within this method, the pet store is retrieved from the database. An employee entity is either created or updated based on the provided information. The relevant fields are set. The employee entity is then associated with the pet store and persisted via the repository, returning a DTO response. Adding a customer follows a similar process. Using the POST endpoint, here the service layer manages the many-to-many relationship. The customer entity is retrieved or newly created. Fields are populated, and associations between the customer and pet store entities are appropriately updated. This setup ensures the join tables correctly reflects the associations without affecting the integrity of individual customer records. Retrieval function includes two endpoints, providing a concise summary of all pet stores without detailed associations, and offering comprehensive details, including a list of associated employees and customers. For deletion, sending a delete request to the endpoint triggers a service layer to remove the specified pet store from the database. Due to cascade rules, associated employees and relational mapping to customers are automatically cleaned up, maintaining database consistency and integrity. In summary, I've expanded the Spring Boot Pet Store application to fully support comprehensive CRUD operations for pet stores and effectively manage associated employees and customers. The project illustrates handling complex relational data with Spring JPA and providing a solid foundation for database-driven applications.